Welcome to the 1990's Gladiator Round tournament. And of course, we're still in the first round of action. This is Flex Wheeler versus Mike Matarazzo. And it might be a little bit easy to vote for a winner in this one. But I promise you one thing, the second round of action in this tournament is going to be super duper. Of course, Flex Wheeler is taking this one with ease, this front relaxed position. It's a bad picture for Mike Matarazzo. It's really the only one I could find of him. Hard to find a decent front relaxed pose of this man. He was always out doing crazy poses, sticking his tongue out and things of that nature. Hard to get him standing still. First point goes to Flex. Let's have a look at the front double bicep poses. And if there was any one of these poses that Matarazzo was going to be able to take Flex in, it would be this one. But wow, they don't call him the Sultan of Symmetry for nothing. Flex Wheeler, look at the legs. And Matarazzo's little tiny legs. He looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And I believe it would be a Matarazzo Pisa at that. So Flex takes another point, 2-0 for Mr. Wheeler. Let's have a look at the front lat spreads. It looks like it's going to be a blowout for one Flex Wheeler. Now, this was the 99 Wheeler. His arms were starting to get a little bit too big for my taste. Still not bad here. Could be some synthel in there. I don't know. It's not that evident. Not as the later years. Just atrocious. Now, of course, if I had to criticize this pose of Flex, I'm drawn to those pointy elbows. You notice that? Kind of takes from this pose, takes the aesthetics away. Not the best pose for Wheeler. Definitely winning this one, though. Alright, now it is side chest time. And depending on your preference here, this one really could go to Mike Matarazzo. Now, of course, if I was a professional judge, I think the conditioning there of Wheeler would definitely give him a win in this one. But I mean, come on, these are pitchers. Can you really tell who's in better condition? I just like that chest. Mike's got that bowed out, almost looks like the 1970's bow. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I think if I award Mike this, we can at least see one back shot. So yeah, just for a little political injection, Mike Matarazzo wins this side chest. But we all know what's going on here. Let's have a look at the side triceps. And if you ask me, that is one fantastic tricep development on Flex Wheeler. Not much synthel in there, definitely. But I do not appreciate the way he is snapping the pose. But of course, it is definitely enough for a win. Look at the conditioning difference of these two men. And look at those little tiny legs of poor Leaning Tower of Matarazzo. Okay, as advertised, we're going to get into at least one back shot. Let's have a rear lat spread. And you probably guessed why I did want to display these two in the rear lat spread. Mike Matarazzo has been taking a beating thus far, but not in this pose. He's letting Flex Wheeler know that he is the man and that he does belong. Wow, he has just a dominant calf ratio there. Holy cow, look at the cows. I guess you can call them cows, not calves. And look at the traps. Mike Matarazzo's got an advantage on the glutes as well. Definitely. There's no political help here. Matarazzo's winning this pose. All right, let's get into the next, the rear double bicep pose. And for anybody that ever thought Matarazzo was just a good set of guns, a good set of bicep peaks, take a peek at this back development. Look at the Christmas tree. Wow, incredible. Of course, this is perfect lighting, and the black and white pictures really helps with that. But you cannot deny that that is one incredibly conditioned back. But structurally, he's just built weird for this pose. I mean, he has all the pieces there. It's just not placed together. And when you talk about just perfect placing, look at that world-class rear double bicep of Flex Wheeler's. One of the most, or probably the most aesthetic rear double bicep in the history of the sport, and that says a lot. Hard pose to beat, but heck, Matarazzo's giving it his all. And he did give his all in this tournament, but just not enough to beat Flex Wheeler. Let's have a look at the brackets. And as most people with any bodybuilding knowledge whatsoever would have predicted, Flex Wheeler advances, and looky loose, ladies and gentlemen, Dorian Yates versus Flex Wheeler in the second round of action. What a match that's gonna be! Of course, there's still a couple of matches left to go in the first round of action, and they are doozies. Sean Ray versus Charles Claremont, and if you're counting Charles Claremont out, do not. He was deadly in the early 90s. Not so much his Olympia versions, but wow, does he have some snappy versions? Sean Ray could be in trouble. It's going to be a good one. I look forward to it, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Have a good day.